Sergey Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes is official for a UFC fight night on April the 22nd, with other MMA news as well, which as Hernandez versus Shabazian, Jake Matthews, Gabe Green, other women's fights, I guess. Beneil Dariush, Charles Oliveira is now officially signed and actually official now, because, I'll get into it. But we're going to start with, in my opinion, the bigger news, the most recent news. Sergey Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes is official for the April 22nd, the main event, which is most likely going to be in the Apex by looking at it. I don't see this being, unless it's a weak place where they go to in a crowded arena, this is most likely going to be an Apex card, unless they add more fights on it. Looks like a decent card so far. You got Pavlovich, Blaydes, Green, Gordon, Yadong, Simone, Tavares, Silva, and the rest of the card kind of a bit shit. But, yeah, it's decent. I like this fight. Maybe sprinkle on one more good fight. Maybe you put on, a Drew Dober on the card versus someone. Maybe you do Drew Dober versus Renato Moicano on this card. That would be pretty good as a co-main event or something. But we're going to talk about this main event. Pavlovich, Blaydes, we kind of expected it coming. It was the most logical move to make. It would have been a huge L from the UFC if this fight just randomly didn't happen. But this means now it's kind of cleared out now. These guys are going to be fighting each other. The winner of Jones will fight Miocic. And I guess the winner of this one will be a little bit in a weird position. And we'll have to wait out for it. But this is good. They can be, if Jones gone, winner can fight Miocic. The winner of this one can be the backup replacement, just in case. For the winner of Jones, gone versus Miocic, which I think will be gone. So I think that the winner of this one should be the backup replacement for gone Miocic. But yeah, let's get into a prediction now. This was originally an early prediction, the title, but I don't know who wins this one, to be honest with you. I really don't. Now, usually I would go Blaydes, because Pavlovich's grappling ain't the best. I just sense Blaydes just trading on the feet with him to make a point, and just ignoring the grappling, and him getting clipped on the chin and put out. I can just see that happening. But, again, I can see Blaydes also grappling with Pavlovich a little bit, tossing him around a little bit, hip tossing him, or body locking him and throwing him down. I can see Blaydes doing that, but Rosenstruik was doing very well against him. He just had some positional control on Rosenstruik. Other than that, it was just a basically boring fight. Nothing really happened. So, yeah. And recently, he's been decent on the feet. So, will Blaydes have that mindset to just straight in for the grappling? If he was coming off a KO loss, if this was after the Lewis fight, I'd be confident in Blaydes. I know that makes no sense because he was coming off a KO loss, but he's so dumb like that. So even though he's coming off a KO loss, he'll shoot for the legs. But now that he's successful in the striking against Aspinall, he was landing some shots against Aspinall early on, in the first 10 seconds. But I just see, I don't know who wins this. I'm going to go Curtis Blaydes for now, but I'm going to rewatch some fights, because we don't know if Pavlovich has improved. That's the issue. And Blaydes is a real dark horse in that division, man. In terms of recently as well. But yeah, great fight. I'm going to lean Blaydes right now to win by, unanimous decision. If Volkov can survive, I think Pavlovich can. Maybe Pavlovich gets finished, because Volkov's pretty decent. But I think Pavlovich does train with Volkov. So I think he will survive a decision. Maybe you'll lose it 3-2. It'll be a competitive, close fight. I think Blaydes' grappling edge, though, can get it done. And Blaydes has got striking himself. So, I know Tuivasa and Lewis had that, but still. Blaydes is a little bit more slicker than both of them, I think. more technical, that's for sure, than Tuivasa. I think so. And Lewis as well. I know Lewis KO'd him, but still, in terms of technique, like who can like jab, pull back, counter, boom. Blaydes can do that, like he did it against Dawkins as well. Lewis can't do that. Lewis would just land plodding shots. But yeah, I think this will be a close fight. I'm gonna slightly lean Blaydes for now, but it's a really close fight. Like, don't count out Pavlovich. He can still get the KO below, as always. But something I've noticed, though. Something I've noticed in Pavlovich's career, in his fights, recently in his KOs, he's never first. So I can see Blaydes just landing a shot, Pavlovich coming forward, double leg. Something Tuivasa can't do. Something Lewis can't do. Something Shamil can't do. Blaydes can do that. So I think Blaydes will land a shot, Pavlovich come forward, takedown. I think so. Maybe Pavlovich can win, though. We'll see. We move on to... That's a great fight, though. I think most people... the prediction that came out. But we move on to other MMA news, which is Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. I guess he can go on here in Topology. UFC 288, the card that's probably going to be Sterling versus Cejudo. This is a great fight. Co-main event it's added for. I don't think that's official, but I wouldn't be on if it's a co-main event. This is a great fight. I was going to make a reaction to this yesterday, but I decided not to. But this is a great fight. I've broke this down so many times, so I haven't officially broke it down, but I guess this is an official early prediction. I don't know who to pick here. Close fights in this MMA news reactions. Like, really close fight here. I'm gonna lean Beneil Dariush. I want Oliveira to win, but I can just see Dariush just landing a big KO blow. I can see Oliveira finally going out. I can just see it. This is one of these fights where Oliveira just gets slept now. I know he took the bombs from Poirier. I know he took the bombs from Gaethje and Chandler. But Dariush has underrated power in his hands. Some of those fighters just have underrated power. Like, I think Glover has a lot of power in his hands. Same with Derek Brunson in a way as well. Like, those guys have a lot of power in their hands. And Dariush kind of enters the mix as well. Lots of power where you don't really expect. Like, you expect Glover to shoot a double leg. Boom, overhand. You could get put out cold. Same with Brunson a little bit. Because Brunson has weird power in his hands as well. I just think Dariush has that weird power in his hands. I can see him sleeping Oliveira. And Dariush will stuff the takedowns. I know Gamrot has better entries than Oliveira. I just think Oliveira's going to lose. I really think Dariush can just put him away. I think he can. Oliveira's good knees to the body, and Dariush can lose there. I don't know, though, because Jakar Close was tagging Dariush up, and Oliveira has a great overhand. He dropped Gaethje at the end of the day. So, I don't know. I can see Oliveira chinning him as well. And Dariush has more of a ground game than Poirier, arguably. Poirier fans won't like that, but it's true. More than Gaethje, 100%. Probably Chandler as well. He has slick jiu-jitsu. I can see Dariush really winning this one. And Oliveira, it's kind of like, for him, it's like, alright, if I lose this, maybe we can get a McGregor fight if he beats Chandler. Hopefully. And he's became a champ, Oliveira. He's became a champ. He's defended a few. I think when he missed weight, it was like, whatever. Try to win it against Makhachev. I lost, whatever. This is done. This is the end now. I just think Dariush can get it done. Dariush, he hasn't won a belt. This is his big moment now. And you find Oliveira, former champ. And if he wins this, he's the number one contender. No doubt about it, he gets the next title shot. Against Makhachev, Volk, whoever's champ by then. Probably Makhachev, let's be real. But still, and they can make that fight happen in Abu Dhabi. I think Dariush can win it. I really think Dariush can get it. I think Oliveira is going to start. I think the decline starts here. To be honest with you. Like, he won't go in a massive decline, but he'll lose this fight. Like, he'll lose this, try to get McGregor, if anything. If I'm Oliveira, I'd be praying McGregor beats Chandler. Or else he's kind of fucked. To be honest with you, he has to fight. Unless he rematches Poirier. But I doubt you'll want it. Because if he loses, that would be bad for his legacy. I'll go Dariush, though. I think he gets that one done. We move on to other MMA news, which is not Alexander Hernandez. I just saw Hernandez in an A at the beginning, but or A in his first name. But Edmund Shabazian versus Anthony Hernandez. Great fight in the middleweight division, May 20th. I guess that card is going to be headlined by. He has nothing so far. It has Kovacevic Demopoulos. Who gives a fuck about that? Yeah, I'll go Anthony Hernandez. This is a terrible fight for Shabazian. Terrible fight. I think this is where he loses definitely. He has no cardio, and Hernandez has the most cardio in the world. And he has the grappling, and Shabazian doesn't have much grappling. And Shabazian, decent stand-up, but Hernandez, I think, will drown him. Jake Matthews, Gabe Green. Another great fight. I'll probably go for Jake Matthews. Gabe Green seems a bit shit. Ian Gary scolded him. Maybe Green can win now, because Matthews, I don't know about him anymore. I don't know. He's weird. Probably Matthews, though. Female fights, though, I guess. Mackenzie Dern, Angela Hill. Probably going to go for Mackenzie Dern. She could get out. This is the thing, though. She could just get popped at range with jabs and lose a unanimous decision. That could happen. But I think Dern can get it to the ground. I know even though I picked her to beat Yan Xiaonan, she still made that fight razor competitive. It's not like she got destroyed for 5 rounds. That fight arguably can be a draw. Really. Yan Xiaonan probably wins that, though. But I think she can win. She made it close against Tisha Torres, even though she arguably should have lost. I think she wins that. Marina Rodriguez, Verna Jandaroba. Probably gonna go for Marina Rodriguez. Verna Jandaroba isn't good, really. If she didn't have power in her hands. And she didn't have much grappling. She could win this, though. But I'm gonna trust Marina Rodriguez to get that one done. And yeah. Not much other news. Angelusa versus Josh Quinlan. Yeah, this is a great fight. April 29th. Yeah, I think that April 29th card has no, it doesn't have the main event yet. And that card's looking like it's getting put together. Brundage versus Vieira. Quinlan Lusa now. Yeah, it's a good card. I'll probably go for, I don't know. Probably, I don't know who wins this. We'll see. Probably Angelusa. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And they haven't posted it yet, but I guess Daniel Rodriguez is out of the Gunnar Nelson fight, apparently. I'll check UFC London right now to make sure that's... Wait. Yeah. Barberena versus Nelson, because Rodriguez withdrew. Okay. Yeah. I'll probably go for Gunnar Nelson over Brian Barberena. I think he was going to beat D-Rod. I think he'll beat Barberena. Good for Barberena, though, man. Really good for him. Because he was trying to fight Shavkat when Neil pulled out the first time. They said they couldn't make that fight. So he's stepping in now. I think he'll lose, but good fight. Good for him. Yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Yeah, peace.